Hyundai's new hybrid Palisade blows Toyota out of the water. I'll include a link to the Murdoch Hyundai's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Palisade. Let's get right into the review. This week's giveaway highlight is the insane Richard Petty Hellcat. If you're interested, use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus entries on any donation, $25 or more. Powering this is a hybrid turbo 2.5 liter 4-cylinder that goes through a 6-speed. Fuel economy is 29 around town, 30 on the highway, with power outputs being 329 horsepower and then 339 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now, like all new Palisades, you've got a very boxy design. The lights down below are very interesting. Takes a second to get used to that whole style, and then you can see the grille's massive. You got a camera, parking sensors too. Altogether, it really does kind of look like a Range Rover, and the side silhouette really shows that. 235 by 65 by 18 is the tire and wheel setup. You've got silver with some gray for the wheel coloration. Notice the pillars are blacked out. You've got some blacked out trim on the mirror caps, body painted door handles. And look at this side silhouette. I mean, that seriously looks very Range Rover-esque. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock function, remote start, and yeah, pretty cool looking fob overall. Oh, also opening for the hatch on this side. 12 volts in the back. Now with this one, the third row is manual with the fold down function, just pull the strap. And it does fold down flat. You also have quite a bit of space behind the third row, so it's very practical in that sense. There's also a little bit of space underneath the load floor, just checked for you. And boom. Look at the taillights. They're even lower on the body, just like a Range Rover. But you've got all of your badging, including the hybrid badge. That will cap things off for the exterior. Let's now take a look at the interior. Accessing the third row is easy, just that little button right there. And taking a look at the third row, really nice perforated trim on the seat. And you've got plenty of space back there. You can fit adults, and kids are going to be quite comfortable. Taking a quick look at the door panel, we do have sunshades here. Built in from the factory. Nice soft touch trim. You've got a little cup holder down below as well. The second row seats, just like the third row, are perforated down the center. All of your adjustments are labeled. Good legroom here in the back. Got a little storage pocket there, and then more storage there in the center too. USB port there on the back. And then, what the heck? This has heated and ventilated seats in the back and its own climate zone. And this isn't even the fully loaded one. Let's now take a look at the front. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, acoustic glass up front. We've got memory seats down below. We've got your power fold-in mirror function, all of your window controls as well. The front seat's perforated down the center portion. Power adjustments on the side with lumbar support too. Shortcut buttons to the left of the steering wheel for stuff like your tow mode, and yeah, it's got a tow mode. And let's start her up. Bada bing, bada boom. Soft touch all around the steering wheel. We've got this white trim with this particular one. Paddles on the back. Volume and voice command controls on the right side and the left side. You've got your adaptive cruise control with your lane centering, regular stocks. And you probably noticed column shifter with this. That is going to free up space. Digital gauge cluster in the very center, and it is customizable to an extent. And then the other nice thing with this is it'll kind of do a little change when you pop into the different drive modes. 360 camera system. There's also an exterior shot with the camera system as well. And then as for the rest of the screen, it's quick to respond, and it is one unit with the gauge cluster. Tons of physical controls, and this does have the terrain modes just like the XRT. So you've got your drive modes and terrain modes. But yeah, for the radio, your dual zone climate, and this isn't technically physical, it's kind of on a little screen. But yeah, heated ventilated seats for up front. 12 volts, and this is the benefit of not having a traditional shifter. Tons of space. Got some USBs here. 100 watt. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Phone charging pad, some cup holders, more storage. Got nice with that. I mean, look at this. This is nice, and you got like the kind of wood trim. That's kind of cool looking. And then this one just has a regular sunroof up top and cloth headliner. 2026 Hybrid SEL Premium. If you want me to review any other hybrid packages, let me know. Anyways, $52,135. Let's see how the Palisade Hybrid performs. Let us set off, and you better believe that I will be comparing this to a Lexus TX next door. Not today. I want to wait for a calligraphy to come in or be available. And so once there's a calligraphy available, we will compare the new Palisade Hybrid to the TX. And yes, they are certainly comparable when you look at features, power, fuel economy. TX 500H, by the way, very comparable. Both 4 cylinders, both turbo. So let's see how this performs. Seats are pretty comfortable, so that's a plus. That's got some pep in its step. Good power right off the bat. System's pretty seamless. So this is, there's 2 different hybrid systems. Well, there's more than 2 different hybrid systems. But with traditional hybrids, you'll typically see automakers do 1 of 2 things. One, they will have kind of like a traditional driveline setup where the engine sends power to all the wheels. And then they'll throw in the hybrid system on top of that, right? And that's kind of what this has. It's similar to what Toyota does, where they, packaging wise, they kind of put everything in. So you still have electric motors and everything, but it's not like the other system where what you'll have is the car will be front wheel drive typically, like a RAV4 hybrid. And then you'll have an electric motor in the back powering the rear wheels, and that'll make it all-wheel drive. And so it's just a different way to do hybrids. Now, the RAV4 way means you get the best possible fuel economy because you just have a front-wheel drive car, basically, that has kind of all-wheel drive. This way, economy's not as good, and let's pop it. I forgot where the drive modes are. Sport mode. Pretty quick. Still 4-cylinder, so it's still going to have a kind of funky top end. Anyways, as I was saying, this is not going to be as economical, but it means you're going to get better all-wheel drive grip because the engine's sending power to all of the wheels. And on top of better all-wheel drive grip, you're also going to have, I think, kind of like a smoother driving experience. You got the hybrid system is, I don't know, it seems like it, I'm trying to think of the word. It seems like it kind of reacts a little bit quicker with the whole setup because it's all kind of in a line unit-wise. I make no sense, but trust me. Well, it makes sense if you don't think about it. I'll leave it at that. All you need to know is less efficient and drives better. And that's kind of your choice with regular hybrids. Do you want efficiency or do you want more power and smoother power? And this is pretty smooth. Again, at the top end, it's going to be a little bit abrasive because it's a 4-cylinder turbo. That's every 4-cylinder turbo. It's just how it works. But most of your driving, because this has so much torque, is going to be on the low end. And yeah, even just the electric has enough power. But yeah, this is super smooth. The 6-speed's great. In terms of performance, this is right there with Toyota's iForce Max. They're 2.4 with the hybrid. This is right there. And you know, this does have a bit less power, so that's why I want to drive them back to back. But this is a very solid setup. And the Palisade drives great. I mean, the acoustic glass, so it's nice and insulated, it's comfortable, it's spacious. This blows Toyota out of the water when it comes to packaging. But is the reliability going to be there? That's the big question. That is the big question. You do have a big warranty though. And most people sell their cars before the warranty period ends. So even if there is some reliability stuff, guess what? Not your problem, right? Someone else's problem down the road. So that's the new Palisade Hybrid.